A land on the brink of chaos, where honor and power collide in the flames of war. Horuji, a noble samurai, senses the storm approaching. Blood will stain the kingdom red. In the distance, darkness moves. The blade will decide everything. No more waiting, no more hesitation. Osamu leads his army toward the sacred temple. In the darkness, the hunters were ready. Where the legend begins and where it will end. Swords in hand, hearts steadfast, the warriors are ready to meet their fate. No mercy, no regrets, the strong carve their path in blood. Two warriors, two destinies, but only one can be chosen. The first raindrops hit the ground and blood follows. General Osuma's army has arrived. A warrior ran across the kingdom to spread the news. The sound of war drums was like the call of the god of war, tearing through the quiet night. Thousands of rat warriors poured through the bamboo forest, their eyes glowing red in the darkness. There's no turning back, only blood and steel. A squad of samurai warriors lined up, their crimson and black armor glinting in the torchlight.
Put down your sword and kneel, or die by my blade.
The rat warriors charged into the city gates, their battle cries echoing throughout the night. Horuji gripped the hilt of his sword tightly.
Loyalty has no room for surrender.
Two fates to pass, but only one survives. General Horuji is planning for his guard. The samurai formed groups and knelt, awaiting orders from the shogun. General Horuji is raising the morale of all the samurai. All, even if it means sacrificing life, must protect the country and the people. The blade flashes, the battle to the death begins. The weak will fall, the strong will survive. Horuji and Osamu finally faced each other on the battlefield, their auras radiating like fire and ice. Horuji's blue eyes lit up with quiet determination, while Osamu's red eyes burned with ruthless ambition. They both drew their swords and charged at each other, and unleashed the strongest blow. Swords clash, fate is decided. Horuji received a cut, blood staining his armor. No more words, only the sword spoke. Horuji's eyes were determined, his hand gripping the blade tightly to regain his composure. A young cat warrior stands atop a watchtower, raising the sacred samurai flag high in the night sky. Despite the battle, hope still burns brightly in his eyes. As if being empowered, Horuji stood up and rushed towards Osuma. Steel clashes against steel. Horuji stepped back, his hand gripping his sword, his eyes determined. Osamu spun his sword, his crimson eyes flashing in the darkness. The two warriors charged at each other, speed and power exploding. In a split second, Horuji turned around and executed two very quick and precise slashes. Osuma knelt down, sword stuck under his feet, but also responded to leave a fatal wound on Horuji's body. Blood dripped onto the ground, ending a deadly battle. The Nezumi clan army retreated, eyes filled with resentment. Horuji stabbed his sword into the ground, a mysterious light spread out. Cost of war, who can bear it? The battle is over, but the journey continues. Yamaji ancient temple under the moonlight, hidden in the mist. This place holds a secret that both sides crave. Horuji knelt before the grave, his hand gripping the hilt of his sword. You taught me that swords are not just for killing. Osamu in the dark, eyes blazing. Failure doesn't mean the end. A hidden samurai is watching in the forest. The ancient scroll opened, revealing the sword's secret. It turns out, this sword is more than just a weapon. Horuji entered the gates of Hinomoto Castle, his eyes filled with thoughts. Osamu secretly meets a faceless person, exchanges a letter. A new samurai appeared, his eyes filled with murderous intent. The red moon hangs in the sky. The war is not really over. This is just the beginning. Horuji in the quiet room, cleaning the sword. This sword does it really decide my fate? Osamu stood on the ruined wall, eyes on Hinomoto. Betrayal always begins in the dark. No one can escape this war. A female samurai appeared, her eyes cold. Osamu summons a new alliance.
If I must shed blood again, let it be the blood of my enemy.
A secret letter was placed in front of Horuji's room. There are people who are always one step ahead. Dawn or darkness, which will I choose?